Well, now we have reached the temple of Sri Mahaganapati at Khandola. We have taken you to Divar, we have taken you to Khandepar, and the only place we have not taken you is to a place called Hindre or Narve. And we have come straight here to Khandola. Ladies and gentlemen, before I enter the temple, I found a lovely plaque over here with the history written on it, compiled by Mr. Rohit Falgaonkar and Amol P. Navelkar. And this tells you exactly what happened, why they were made to shift from Divar, because the temple was being destroyed, so they didn't want desecration, they shifted to Khandepar. Now when they were in Khandepar, they wanted to again take it to another place because it was becoming unsafe over there. They took it to Narve, Hindre. Now this is a place which has got another very historic temple called as Sri Saptakoteshwar. And there, as it says over here, Marquis the Alorna, he attacked the forts in Bicholi, in Sakre, and he took over one fort in Haran, which is now beautified, and you should go and see it. And because of that, they brought it this side. This is another version of the movement. We have heard one that it was a compromise thing between the Navelkars of Divar and Khandeparkars, so that both of them would not have a problem to access the temple. So I leave you to read this particular thing, and then we will show you some things which are very, very important. Now, as soon as you enter in this temple, there is a small shrine here dedicated to Kala Bhairav. Now, I had read somewhere that there is something very exciting over here and interesting for everybody to note. But when I came here, I found that there was an image of Kala Bhairav in brass over here. And I had asked Mr. Khandeparkar, who is the president, Mr. Prudent Khandeparkar, what is the story behind this? We will hear it from him, but everything is about a stone that is behind that. What the story is, we will hear it from Mr. Prudent Khandeparkar. So here we are, ladies and gentlemen, sitting in the precinct of one of the most beautiful and very old temple of Goa, the Sri Mahaganapati Temple of Khandola. And with me, I have got today Mr. Khandepar, who is the president of this temple, and we have got Mr. Khandepar here. I have been telling you a lot of things about this temple in Divar, in Khandepar. It is much better that we hear it from the people in authority. Good morning, Pritam Bab. Good morning, Kailash Bab. Welcome to my program, My Goem. We have gone to Divar. And when we went to Divar, we found that there was a very unique story that was going on regarding the Ganesh temple and its relation to the Gobes Pereira family. Can you tell me something about this journey of Sri Mahaganapati?
तर आमचो महागणपती आसा पळय ताजी जर्नी तुमी आमकां विचारले त्या प्रमाण सुरवातीक ते गोंयचे बद्दलच आमी हें करुया. गोंयच्यान ताजें पळय सुरवातीचें जें पळय हें आशिल्लें तें दिवाडे आशिल्लें. पूण सादारण त्या 1500च्या आसपास शतकाक ताका थंय पोर्तुगीज रुलींग तांकां त्रास करपा लागले. म्हणटकर तांकां तो थंयच्यान मूव करचो पडलो आनी थंयच्यान तांणी तो त्या वेळार अंत्रूज मालाक व्हडलोसो ब्रिटिशाचो वावर नाशिल्लो. म्हणटकर तांणी हय तर तांणी ते खांडेपारा व्हेलो. खांडेपारा व्हरून थंय ताज्या एक विशिश्ट हाजेर तांणी ती स्थापना केली आनी हेवटेन सगळें कितें जातालें की सगळे पोर्चुगीज हातूं रुलींग जाल्ले कारणान प्रत्येकाचेर एटॅक जातालो. सो थंय ते रावले अंत्रूज मालाक मातशें तांकां सेफ दिसलें. परत तांकां अशें दिसून आयलें की तांणी डिसायड केलें की हांगा आमी दवरपाचें काय थंय नार्वें व्हरपाचो. सो नार्वें व्हरपाचो जेन्ना असो प्रश्न आयलो तेन्ना तांचे मदीं हें जालें की बाबा थंय नार्वें इज ऑल्सो नॉट सेफ. कित्याक तांकां कशें जशें जशें बातमी येताल्यो त्या प्रमाणे ते हें करताले. सो नार्वें ताणें डिसायड केलें आनी दे नार्वें आशिल्लो असो उल्लेख जाता पूण ताजें व्हडलेंशें अजून इतिहासाक मातशें हें कांय मेळना. ताजे नंतर ते तांणी हें घेतलो प्रसाद घेतलो आनी ते प्रेजेंटली हांगा जें पळय आमचें महागणपती देवस्थान हें आतां आसा खांडोळ्या ते खांडोळ्या आयला आनी ताणें ताजी स्थापना केली. आनी होच जो पळय मुर्ती हाडिल्ली ती म्हणजे तांचो हें आशिल्लें पळय जर्नी म्हणजे म्हणटात ते तशें दिवाडेच्यान हांगा खांडेपारच्यान मातशें नार्व्यां आनी ताजे नंतर खांडोळ्या. तेन्ना ह्या हाजे कारणा खातीर ताजी मातशी मुर्तेची म्हणजे झिजली म्हणा किंवा ताजे बरें जड असतात न्ही त्यो ते व्हरता आसतना हें आसतना ताका मातशें खर्चटलें. म्हणटकर तांणी एक हें घेतलो की बाबा अशी मुर्ती दवरप काय ना. तेन्ना तांणी सगळे बाकी कडेन हें करून एक जाले सगळे म्हाजन म्हणा भावीक म्हणा आनी तांणी एक प्रसाद घेतलो की आमी नवी मुर्ती करतात. नवी मुर्ती करपाक तांकां प्रसाद जालो. पूण जेन्ना फुडें ह्या मुर्तेचें कितें करचें असो जो प्रश्न आयलो त्या वेळार तांकां परत कांयच सुचना जालें. ताणें परत देवाचो प्रसाद अशें ठरयलो. जेन्ना देवाचो प्रसाद घेतलो तेन्ना गणपतीन सांगलें की दोनीय मुर्ती आसतल्यो. एक नवीन मुर्ती आनी दुसरी पयलींची मुर्ती तीय आसतली थंय. पुणून त्या मुर्तेक मातशें वयलें स्थान जाय म्हणजे ताका मातशें उंचायेचेर आनी ही नवी मुर्ती मातशी सकयल. तें जर तर तुमी आज आमच्या देवळाक भेट दीत जाल्यार तुमकां पूर्ण दिसून येता. सो आतां जे उदरगत जाता किंवा हें जाता ती आमची महागणपतीची खांडोळ्या.
हांवें एक पळयलां की जेन्ना जेन्ना हांगा कितें एक उत्सव आसता तेन्ना खूब भावीक आसता. देर आर अ लॉट ऑफ डिवोटीज दॅट कम ओवर हियर. आनी अशें दिसलें की फक्त हिंदूच ना, खूब जाण बाकीचे धर्माचे येतात. वूड आय बी करेक्ट?
तुमी म्हणटात तें सारकें खरें. कित्याक हाजी न्ही एक महागणपती म्हणून आसा पळय तें गोंयाक आनी ना. आतां हालींच्या काळाक खंय जर तर ल्हान जाल्यां किंवा कशें जालें जाल्यार म्हाका ती खबर ना. पूण महागणपती इज द ओल्डेस्ट. तुमकां सांगपाचें म्हणल्यार कितें जाता की अजुनीय लोक म्हणजे तो प्रवास आसा पळय गणपतीचो त्या प्रवासा बरोबर जे लोकय आसात तेय तो प्रवास करत आसात. अजुनीय ते आमच्या देवळांत येतात. हांगा गणपतीक पांय पडले शिवाय तांकां तें सूख लागना. तर अशेंच हें करून ते हांगा प्रत्येक हाजे वेळार गर्दीक हें म्हणजे कितें की ते थंय आपल्याले गणपतीक पांय पडटात पूण हांगा येवन ते गणपतीचें दर्शन घेवन वतात.
आतां हें तुमकां विचारलें हांवें आनी तुमी बरें उत्तर दिलें. तर एक स्पेसिफीक विचारपाचें म्हणजे की कॅथलीक कम्युनिटीन रुई गोम्स पेरेर म्हणटा ताणें एक बूक बरयला हिंदू टेम्पल्स एंड डेटीज आनी तें बूक जे हिस्टोरियन्स आसा कोण हेरिटेज लवर्स आसा तांचो एक सामको अशें रेफरन्सा खातीर मुख्य ऑथेंटिकेटेड बूक असो मानतात आमी आनी ती फॅमिली रुई गोम्स पेरेराची फॅमिली इज डिरेक्टली रिलेटेड टू महागणपती not only in presenting a piece of land to the temple committee to build a temple, but also by virtue of gifting something to this particular temple. And it is supposed to have an amazing story. Huh? So can my viewers who are all listening over there get to know what that story is, and when they come here can see that particular thing.
तुम्ही एक एक बरे सुंदर प्रश्न विचारतात. लुई गोम्स पेरेरा हे पळय आशिल्ले ते दिवाडेचे. थंय तेंचें आनी तें व्हडलें एक घराणें म्हणजे तेन्नाचे भाटकार बिटकार आनी ते सामके भावीक आशिल्ले हे देवाचे. आनी जेन्ना तांच्या घराक ते हें करता आसतना तांकां दोन अशे स्टोन म्हणजे आमी ते तेन्ना तांकां फातरच समजताले. ते फातर तांचे ते हातूंक आशिल्ले. पूण ते फातर ताजो यूज कितें करतलो तर ते वेट काडपाक हें करपा लागले. तर तांकां दिसून आयलें की ताजी वेट काडटा आसतना की जें जें ते कितें घालता जाल्यार तितलीच वेट येता. हेवट्यान वाडत चल्लां पूण ते तितलीच वेट येता. तर मागीर तांणी तें कमिटीचे थोड्या लोकांक विचारलें किंवा जे पळय देव म्हणजे तांकां म्हणजे ते थंय मानताले. दिवाडेकय ते गणपतीक मानताले. सो तांणी हांकां लोकांक विचारलें माजनाक विचारलें बाबा हें कितें तर देवाच्या हातूंतल्यान एकच प्रश्न की बाबा आमी प्रसाद घेवया. तर प्रसाद घेवन जेन्ना तांकां हें कळ्ळें की तातूंत देवत्व आसा कळ्ळें न्ही आनी देवत्व आसा तातूंत एक पर्टिक्युलरली शिळा कळ्ळें ती आसा तें तो हे फातर म्हणून ताणें हाडलें आनी ताका हें केलें की तो काळ भैरव कळ्ळें न्ही आनी काळ भैरव म्हणून तो पळय तो फातर ताणें तें हाडलें आनी हे देवळा कडेन दिलें आनी मागीर फुडलें ताजें हें पळय आशिल्लें की बाबा प्रसाद घेवन हें करून तें आतां तें आमच्या देवळाक तांणी हें केलां. सो लुई गोम्स म्हणलें पळय तुमी ताज्या हातूंत खूब हें आसा आनी ते दोनीय फातर आमचे म्हळ्यार फातर म्हळ्यार आमी ताका आतां देव एक शिळा एक निरंकार आनी एक काळ भैरव ताजी सामकी पूर्ण स्थापना हांगा केल्ली आसा आनी तेय बी सामकें म्हणजे आमचे हांगा सगळें पूर्ण राखतात आनी जेन्ना देव गणपतीक देव पांय पडून वता तेन्ना ताकाय पांय पडून वतात. हें अशें हें सो तांचें नातें हाजे कडेन खूब आशिल्लें म्हणजे तें हेंय बी म्हणजे ते भक्तीय आशिल्ले प्लस तांकां हें हातूंतल्यान तांकां दे आर मोर रिलेटेड जाले की बाबा आमच्या हातूंतल्यान आनी कितें तरी थंय आशिल्लें अशें म्हणून.
Ladies and gentlemen, faith has no boundaries. A faith and a faithful can seek the divine providence of whosoever he believes in. Now, here in Goa, we talk a lot about communal harmony. Communal harmony is not about writing and reading, it's about practicing. And what we see here in most of the religious institutions, including the Mahaganapati Temple here in Khandola, is inter-religious faith and faithfuls who visit and participate in each other's festivities as well as rituals, because finally it has to give solace to your soul. Now that Pritam Bab has talked about the Shira, I will add a little bit to that particular thing. These stones, granite having carvings on that, which later on were presented here to the temple, were lying in the house of Rui Gomes Pereir. And as Pritam Bab said, they were used as counterweights, as weights for accepting and giving out any food grains or any goods. Now they realized that when they were accepting things, it was less. But when they were giving things, it was more. So things were going out. Now this is another interpretation as to what he has said. So what they decided, he says, okay, since more is going out, let us cut the corners of this. So they cut the corners of that. And when they cut the corners of this, they found that the same thing was repeating. So they cut the other side corners. Again they found that the thing had not changed, the scenario had not changed. And then they had a doubt that could this be something to do with the temple? And then they took the prasad, and then Pritam Bab has told you the journey of them gifting it here to the temple, and them being here on two sides in front of the temple as Nirankar and as Kalabhairav. When you come here to the temple of Sri Mahaganapati in Khandola, your journey is not going to be complete if you don't do two things. One, first is you are come here to the temple. Second, they have put up a wonderful plaque of history of this particular temple in front. Read that before you go. Because once you understand the history, things will be much more brighter for you. And secondly, don't go without visiting, seeing and observing these granite carvings which are called as Shira or as whatever you may call it. But with this, I would like to thank Pritam Bab and Kailash Bab for their immediate support. I must, because wherever I have gone, I have never got a no from people. But here I found that they went out of their way. Today they are having a very important cleansing ceremony for a very sad event that happened a few days back. But they did not hesitate to meet me and to give permission so that I can bring the things to all of you. You guys, I keep on reminding you, you don't want to go around in Goa and see the beauty of Goa. And here we are sitting in the hot sun, bringing all these things to you, and you are sitting in your air-conditioned cabin. Whenever you are in Goa, whenever you have the free time, please take your children to the various lovely and rich heritage sites that we have. Don't look at what faith and who has made it, because finally it was all built by Goans. So with this, I would like to say thanks to Pritam Bab and Kailash Bab. Thank you so much. So ladies and gentlemen, one of the biggest feasts that is celebrated in the Konkan region, especially in Goa, is on the 4th day of the month of Bhadrapad of the Hindu calendar. And on that day, we celebrate the Ganesh Chaturthi. It brings together a lot of family members who are gone all over the place. And you can see behind me, it's a market where we are told to preserve the herbs and the local vegetables. Ladies and gentlemen, for this episode, we have brought to you something very related, starting from Divar right up to Khandepar and to Khandola, that is the Sri Mahaganapati Temple. I am sure you have got a lot of things to tell us. Please write to us on the email that you see over here. We love to hear from you. There are a lot of festivals, festivities and heritage sites in Goa. Please do write to us on the email that you see over here. And for this episode, I'm wishing all of you a very happy Chaturthi. Take care, because COVID is still there. And as you can see, the people here wearing masks, do wear masks. For this episode, saying bye-bye to you and waiting for the next episode. Bye-bye.